Good morning. Welcome to day 13, Focus on the Good. So here's a wonderful quote from the late Wayne Dyer. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And what this is meaning then, when we focus on the good in our life, it's a great way to appreciate all that we have. Each day through self-care, I am always growing and finding out more about who I am. And I'm always digging deeper and I'm sharing what I learned because I'm just like you. I've just done a little bit more work perhaps on learning about all these wonderful things in our life and how we can appreciate each and every moment. And then I want to share it with you because my goal actually is to help people find balance in their lives through my fitness, health, and wellness program so that you too can live the life that you desire. Because we are here to celebrate and to live in joy and peace and happiness. And unfortunately, we're bombarded every day with the unpleasantries in our life as well. What's going on in the world? We could have a cranky boss. There could be a dog that's continually barking down the street for the past 12 hours. It could be a rainy day. But through all of that, we always need to look for the good. What is the rose that is showing up for us? You know, I got one day when my grandchildren were younger, I was visiting and I got to sit at the, good morning, Debbie. I got to sit at the dinner table with them and their mom asked them what was the thorn and what was the rose of the day at school. And it was so wonderful to hear them talk about the things that made them unhappy, but also the rose that either came out of that unhappiness or something else that happened during their day to make them feel happy and appreciative. And that was such a cool thing to listen to my grandchildren understand the difference between the good and the bad, and to actually find the good in the bad so that they could create an experience out of it rather than hit and put a layer of hurt on their heart like I spoke about yesterday. We need to focus more on the good in the world, and the best way we can do that is starting at our home. So how do we begin to see the good in everything? Well, I did mention yesterday about the yin and the yang, the symbol of balance and harmony. And if you think about the symbol, one side is, let's just go with white and black. One side is white and the other side is black. But in the center of the black, there is a circle of white. And in the center of the white, there is a circle of the black. And to have these edges touching, this is what creates balance. So without one, there would not be the other one. Just like, as I said yesterday, without the dark, there would not be light. We wouldn't understand what light is. Without the good, there wouldn't be any bad. Or without the bad, there wouldn't be any good. And we need to understand that. We need to balance the good with the bad. We need to balance the ups and the downs of life because they do happen. And that is why we are here to appreciate both sides of that symbol. So they are dependent on the other to create the whole. So I'm sure you already have some great ways to bring good into your day, but here are a few ideas that might even help you find a little bit more joy in your life. So right now, stop what you're doing and look around and think about two things that make you feel really good. Just stop and just look, take a nice gaze around wherever you are and start to appreciate what you have. Can you think of two things or can you see two things right away that you're very appreciative that you have? Well, one is my kettle, because without my kettle, I can't have my tea. So I have my tea. And then I'm surrounded actually by beautiful plants in my house, and they just bring me so much joy. So what do you appreciate that you're looking at right at this very moment? Number 2, write down the names of 3 people who bring joy into your life. So you can either write them down or think about it. 3 people. And you can ask the question, just close your eyes, who are the 3 people in my life that bring me joy? And their faces will appear immediately. And just go with that. And if you haven't spoke to them for a while, give them a call just to say hi. Perhaps you can set up a lunch date just to get to see each other again. Even a FaceTime works nowadays. Number 3, write down 3 good things that have happened yesterday that made you feel great. And as you're writing them down, notice the joy you feel in your heart and the appreciativeness that you feel as well. So writing down 3 good things that happened yesterday and then just feeling it, just noticing how the joy is starting to come up. Think of something that has happened recently that was a thorn in your side. What was something that kind of ticked you off or made you feel sad or brought you down a little bit? So think about that. And then what I want you to think about is the rose, the experience, the good that came out of that. Because as I said, there's a yin and a yang. There's always a good that comes out of the bad. Always. It's a law of the universe. Number 5, express gratitude to those who have made a difference in your life. Send a card, write a letter, make a phone call, or visit in person. Because when we can tell others that we appreciate them and we thank them for what they've brought into our lives, we're not only changing their life, we're changing our life as well. And again, it's that wonderful yin-yang. Number 6, simplify your life by decluttering and letting go of things that cause you stress. Why would we surround ourselves with anything that causes us stress? So if there's anything in your life or anyone, it's time to declutter. And number 7, end each day thinking about 3 things that you are grateful for that happened during the day. Feel the gratitude in your heart and then say each thing out loud with a smile on your face and the love in your heart. And so if you've noticed, everything comes back to gratitude. Everything comes back to thanking everyone and everything that has been brought into your life. And that is so important. And if you would like my gratitude meditation that I created, just write gratitude in the comments and I'll be very, very happy to send it to you. Because sometimes we get caught up in life, and just by putting your finger on that button and playing that gratitude meditation, it'll bring you right back to your center to feel the appreciativeness and the love in your heart. And after that, you will feel so much better and you will have so much joy and love to give to others. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. The next chapter is letting go of things you cannot change. One of my favorite chapters. So have the most wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.